them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. So you be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. So you be with them steppers.
Yeah, no. Oh, we going there? Yeah. What's up, though, dude?
Good, man. Good, man.
Man, first of all, welcome back to the couch.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The couch is a chair.
Welcome, my bad. Show right. Welcome back to the set.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, shout out to Light Skin Kill for taking my position for the weekend.
Hey,
I ain't tell you why I wasn't here though. The real story.
Oh, go ahead. Cause you must have lied. Man. I thought it was with your little boy. I told these people you was gonna do some father shit. I called you daddy of the year, nigga.
Right. You know, like on Sundays I meal prep.
Yeah.
So I went to Kroger, right? I'm putting my groceries in my trunk. Boom. Somebody put a black bag over here, threw me in the trunk.
No nigga got kidnapped. Shut the fuck up.
I wake up, room full of bad bitches. I didn't know if I was in heaven or hell. Bad bitches split. Big bitch walk forward. Talk about give me that dick. I say, what?
Oh yeah, you was dreaming. You was dreaming.
Nah, but I was chilling.
I know. You went home, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I thought because you had something with your little boy and shit, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I told the world you was. I hit Kevin so last minute too. I was like, hey, bro, Smooth ain't gonna be here because I knew he was coming for the bachelor weekend. I already knew we had something planned. I was like, Smooth can't make it, bro. He got something with his little boy. I was like, you gotta come pull up. Yeah. And he was like, that is it last minute, but I got you. So
he lucky I wasn't here because I'd have battle rapped him.
Man, he ain't want to spit no bars, but that's for a later conversation. Yeah. Otherwise, how you feeling though? Like everything straight? How you feeling mentally and shit? I'm going at it because my Sunday. Let me tell you, this is like I had to skip a Sunday because of but y'all know, like we wasn't here last week as y'all saw, but I'm just gonna let y'all know, like your boy had got hit with that COVID, man, so I had to sit down for a few days and be isolated. I was asymptomatic as hell, so not as many symptoms. A few things hit me or whatever, but it wasn't nothing I couldn't handle. But man, like that shit real. So like I sat down. And like we missed last week, of course, so y'all didn't see that. But it was cool because like every Sunday now I go, I told you I go do that meditation. This Sunday was lit. Like I got there early. I pulled up on my vibes. I love meditating after I didn't put one in the air. So shit, we get that shit started. It's like an hour and a half. You just zenned out, bro, in your own little head. And it's a vibe. It's some women there, some men there.
You can meditate with noise and shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm laying the dopest shit ever is I'm laying. So we in a park. You outside in this park and they got this damn water. It's not a waterfall. Or like it's the park and then around that thing is like a manufactured pond, I guess if you will. Yeah. And parts of it is like running water. Like you know how like when it's raining and the water draining out, it's running like that. So like I lay my mat next to that. Right next to that shit. So like, and we got like you got an instructor who lead it or whatever. And I can hear her sometimes I can't because I'm laying right next to that water and I be zoned out.
She talking to you while you meditate?
Mm-hmm. Oh. But she walk you through that. Well, first of all, listen, shout out to on Instagram. Cause y'all can find this, man. Her name Lindsay, that's my dog, but her page is The Hippie Gypsy. And like it's a meditation class that she do every Sunday at 7 a.m. But like she got the big sage that you asked me about at the crib. She got singing bowls that she sells. She sell crystals. She sell a whole bunch of like spiritual stuff that you get into your zen or whatever. So like, but she do that class. So it's her doing the instructing thing. And I'm laying right by the water, bro. So like I'm listening to this beautiful ass water. When I lock in, I got birds chirping and all that shit. Beautiful water? What?
That shit don't sound right.
Beautiful water? Man, you crazy, boy.
Listening to beautiful water.
Yes. You see, I'm on my Zen man shit. You got to get there to feel me, dog. But that was my day today. So I get up. Like today I got up at 6 o'clock. And I got it going. And then shit, at 7 o'clock we start. 8:30. By the time 8:30 is done, I'm having a little post meditation, smoke break, and then we went and get some breakfast, and then everybody went their own way and started.
You know what I was doing at 8:30?
Probably beating your meat.
Oh, XNXX, man. XNXX. Oh, it was Pornhub. I can't remember what it was.
You was getting it in, huh?
Big booty, light skinned bitches.
Bruh, hey, full transparency, like you put yourself on the shelf. Like when the last time you fell into something?
What?
Some ass.
No comment.
Oh, it's been that long, dog. And so I feel you on the XX, man. If you struggling like that,
but man, to get on board. You saw what happened to Dr. Dre, right?
Mm-hmm. You talking about Dr. Dre with his wife, right?
Yeah, with the whole
spousal support.
Yeah, spousal support.
Yeah,
$300,000 a month.
Man, first of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, the system broke.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn how much a man make, bro. $300,000 a month.
that shit retarded.
Like, you ain't gotta do nothing else in life.
Hell
like, really?
No. But I wonder if, like, did she ever work?
I don't know. First of all, let me answer the question. I have no clue because I didn't look into her background that much. I just looked into the story. So I understand, like, I think she been with Dr. Dre. She been with Dr. Dre for some years since, like, I think he first popped off or whatever. So yeah, she got time in, right? And she got. I'm pretty sure there was some shit she did and some sacrifice she made. I'm pretty sure she was helping her the way a wife normally helps her husband, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not even tripping at shorty getting a bag. Like, what made me go wow was, like, it's $300,000 a month, right? Yeah. And I think that comes to about 3.6 million a year. Mm. But where I was like, oh, love, you got me fucked up. It was like, I gotta keep paying this bill year over year over year until she either dies or remarry, which we know she ain't finna remarry.
Hell no.
So that's to me, that's where I thought the system is not in our favor no more. So it's like you sitting there and you.
I don't think it. I think she like get a boyfriend or something. It's still canceled out.
No, I think it said remarried, right?
It said something about relationship. It didn't say like marriage.
I
don't know if that's a specific word they said though.
Okay, because for me, I really thought it was like either she remarries or pass away, of course. Yeah. So I thought that was like, she could stop her bag if she remarried, but like even if it was a boyfriend situation, you don't think 3.6 million is enough to be like, yo, we can kick it.
Yeah.
No titles, my nigga. Yeah. So that's why I parted ways with the shit. I'm like, even Dr. Dre, I get he a billionaire. I get that. Even if you wanted to hit her with a lump sum, boom, Dr. Dre, you gotta pay her over 5 years, maybe get her 10 million. Some shit like that. I could see something like that. Yeah. Bro, I think she probably in her 50s with Dr. Dre, if not late 40s. Let's say she mid to late 40s. Mm. That's another 30 years of life. So that's a whole career you gotta live right there. Yeah. And you still gotta account for 3.6 million.
I seen niggas in the comments under there going off. And some girls like, y'all going off, if y'all was on spousal support, y'all had to pay like $5 a month.
But you're right. We over here arguing about some rich nigga problems. Yeah, I feel her. But we still got to vouch for bro. Cause it's like, even when you on that level, you can't run from it. You gonna get the shit end of the stick. Yeah. But that's unfair to say though, cause like, would you say Dr. Dre is getting the shit end of the stick? Just factoring everything Dre doing now, right? He got his music company that's fucking crazy. He got the Beats deal, whatever he did with Apple. I know he got some shit with Jimmy Iovine. He got some other investments he working on. So I'm pretty sure the billionaire status or whatever he's at, the 800 million, play with that. I know that, he's paid. Mm. So knowing all that, would you say he getting the shit end of the stick? Like they doing him dirty?
No, not him.
Yeah,
because they ain't shit to him.
So you agree with the women? You cool with her getting that? That's like
no,
a little
I ain't
percentage?
cool with it, but I'm just saying because he a billionaire, so it ain't nothing for him to do. But
you think that's some paperwork? He just like, man, let me sign this shit. This,
yeah, just to get it over with.
This a quick little bill. This is an expense.
Yeah.
Would you?
What?
Like, would you sign that bill?
If I was worth $1 billion, yeah, I sign it.
So let me do you feel like, and we ain't even got to talk about no rich nigga shit on this though when I'm going with this question, but like, would you think like sometimes the expense is worth not having to deal with the headache on all levels? Like we could be on our level that we on now, right? Mm-hmm. Middle class world, like a motherfucker, right? We could be on this level, and like, do you think the expense of whatever you got to pay to not deal with that headache, do you think there's situations where that's worth it?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Because that your mental health, man, you can be stressing like a motherfucker still dealing with that shit.
Yeah, but I'm talking specifically relationships. So you think in a relationship, like sometimes, like maybe it's some shit that your chick want to do or buy. And it could be some financial shit. Maybe y'all want a new house somewhere, or she looking at a new car or something like.
Oh hell no.
I'm just saying, would you think like the expenses worth the headache sometimes?
Hell no, not that.
You don't think so? What was
no.
you thinking when I asked that question? You thought we were just talking about to get rid of the problem?
Yeah, just get rid of the problem.
Yeah, but
like if I just wanted to stop fucking with her. She was stressing me out.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to leave her, and she kept,
Yeah.
like Dr. Dre with the divorce and all.
Yeah, Hitman, babe, take this little $2,000, leave me alone.
Yeah.
You'll do that?
Fuck no. You fucking my ass all up.
I'm just trying to think, because I'm like, but I do agree with you. I agree with you in terms of like there's some situations, and I ain't even talking about just like getting a house or a car, shit like that. You're right. Like even if it's like a headache, if it's like you bothering me, like first I'm gonna have a conversation. It'll be like, yo, what it is, shorty? Yeah. We'll get to a point maybe. I got a couple like real life stalker situations that was like, yo, you wilding. Like you doing way too much that you could dive into. But like if it ever got to a point where it was like, and she was on that type of vibe, like, yo, fuck it. If you don't want me, then listen, this what it's gonna cost me to leave you alone.
Yeah.
The Zen shit I'm on right now, bro, I'm probably gonna be like, man, please take this money and leave me alone. Please take it and leave me alone, because I do not want to I don't want to deal with no headaches. I don't want to deal with no like you always coming around. And I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like going to get no restraining orders or shit like that. Could you see yourself in any situation with a chick that you ever been in? Like, could you ever see yourself like getting a restraining order on a chick?
Man, if she pop up on me everywhere I'm at, some shit like that. I knew a girl that was about to get not a restraining order, but something where you, like, they can't talk to you. Some shit, like, I forgot what you
She was finna get it on the dude?
Yeah, it was something where you, like, they was in a relationship, they was married, they had a kid.
Okay.
It wasn't a restraining order, it was something where they couldn't talk to you about nothing but just the kid. I forgot what you call it.
On all communications.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if he hit up on Instagram, it better be about the child.
Yeah.
And if he took it anywhere else, was there like legal run? Like it was like.
Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
I forgot what you call that shit. That's my first time hearing about that.
Damn, I'm about to say I've never heard of that shit, and so like, and he had to follow those guidelines, or she can report the shit, and I'm assuming he can get arrested.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I've never heard of that. But like, listen, let me ask you something. Just like taking the conversation to another point in terms of relationships. Like, you know how like, first let me say this. I'm a firm believer in like, anytime you like in a relationship, right? There's gonna be there's a leader. Like there has to be. Like I don't be understanding sometimes when people be like, we got this relationship, it's a partnership, and we make all decisions together, right? And it's like I get that concept, but like I try to understand like somebody has to drive, right? Somebody is pushing this forward, somebody has to be there, right? And like nowadays I see it a lot. It's like I feel like niggas be forcing women to set the tone a lot when dealing with us now. Yeah. Like, do you sense that like when you dealing with women now? Like, do you feel like women want to be in that position where they setting the tone and they like trying to drive and see where that direction is? And the second question I guess to you is like, how do you feel about that? Like, who you do like in your situations? Are you setting the tone in a relationship? How's it gonna go? Like,
I think nowadays and age women try to set the tone. But they're dealing with me, I'm setting that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
And like, what does that look like? Like when you about to get serious with a chick, and you finna take it there with her, right? Yeah. Like, boom, I'm Jeremy, I'm setting the tone. Paint that picture for me.
I'll be like, ain't gonna be no arguing.
Yeah.
If we arguing, you gonna be arguing by yourself.
Yeah. Facts.
I don't know, like, just go with the flow, I guess, and
yeah.
Like, what else I'm thinking about?
For me, like when I think about, and like just to kind of like where I thought I was going, like when I think about the whole little tone setting, like when you say like it ain't finna be no arguing, it ain't like we ain't finna be on no no childish shit.
Yeah.
So like that's what my head go to, because I firmly believe it's like, but it's not just that, but I firmly believe like a woman is naturally looks to you to see, okay, where we going? Like, what we doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, okay, boom, this is a relationship now. Okay, where you leading me, right? And a woman gonna sit back and give you that grace period to be like, take me somewhere.
Yeah.
But then I do feel like nowadays women, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got the patience to just be sitting around like they used to. So they gonna be like, all right, bro, if they stay, all right, bro, listen, man, get in the passenger seat, I got this. And like, and much to your point, they like, boom, I'm gonna drive it, like I'm gonna drive this car now, right? And much to your point, it's like, I don't know how well I would be in a situation if like I ain't never in that driver's seat.
If they want to do that, they might as well get on one knee and, propose.
Like, let's be real though. Like, you not would you chick that won't fuck with you, but you dragging your feet on the marriage and y'all been in a relationship for a minute. She like, fuck it, I'm about to propose to this nigga, and she set up this whole fucking ordeal. Like, seriously, think about it. Yeah. You know how niggas go out for an engagement? Like, we gonna set up the whole play. We gonna tell our boys, we gonna have like secret little surprises. We gonna go all out. If the nigga won't do it right, if he love, when you're doing it right. Now, reverse that. If you in that situation where you took him by surprise and she on one knee. Yeah. And be honest, would you tell your chick no in that moment? Are you accepting that proposal and saying, yes, I'll marry you? Or are you saying no? Like, how would you react to that?
I probably say yeah.
Yeah.
Just not to embarrass her. And because once you say no, that probably gonna end the relationship.
Yeah. It's tough for me. I mean, you got a point. I agree with you. Like, if she set up this whole fucking ordeal, right? She set up this whole thing, and like she got all of y'all people out, like everybody out, everybody here to support her do this, and she probably got some motherfuckers who told her, "Girl, you tripping? Don't do none of that stupid ass shit," And she did ignored all them voices and built up the courage to drop on the knee and come to you. If you tell her no in that moment, son, when you say no, understand that you single. You saying no to the marriage, like, all that. Now, if I put myself in that position though, like if I'm sitting there and I'm in that, I can't lie to you. I don't know if I'm saying yes, because my goofy ass. I'm gonna be like, son, why y'all playing with me? Like, get up, shorty. Like, come on, stop playing with me. Get up. I'm probably gonna be like, and she like, no, I'm serious, bro. What is it? I'm probably gonna be like, I'm gonna confess, be like, you know, I fuck with you, I love you, all that shit, right? I'm gonna tell, but I'll be like, this ain't how I see this going. Like, let's have a conversation and retry this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I don't know if I could just say yes, because then it's like, what bothers me? Like, I'm cool. I don't even know if I'm cool with it, but it's like, okay, and you got on one knee. Then you gotta stand up. Then you gotta put the ring on my finger. Then I gotta lean in to kiss you. And it's like, damn, I'm starting this whole train off being in the bitch position. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, nah, I don't know. I can't. You gotta get up. I got a ring, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Got you. Let me go ahead next the question.
It would be even tough for me because I'm gonna have sister wives.
Well, so you believe in polygamy?
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Like, let me like listen. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm okay with the idea of it. Let's be real. But I also do believe, I don't think that every man is built for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and let me tell you why. It sound cool when you think about it, you like, man, shit, polygamy. I got sister wives. Yeah. I'm dealing with 2 women. I'm dealing with 3. Whatever the agreement is, because people got different ways that they deal with that, right? So if you dealing with that, that's cool. That's a cool story when you killing it in the man cave to brag to your boys.
Yeah. But in that house when they
finish what I'm thinking.
Y'all all arguing.
Finish what I'm thinking. You hear me?
But that's a headache.
That's what I'm saying. And like, you just sat there and say, it ain't gonna be no arguing and all this shit. Yeah. I honestly believe that, like, if you get into a polygamy situation, it's gonna be an adjustment for everybody. I guarantee you, if you get in a polygamy situation, polygamist, however you supposed to say it, but if you get into that situation where you can have sister wives, like, 9 times out of 10, none of y'all been in that situation. So it's uncharted waters for everybody. So of course they're gonna start off with tension. You're gonna start off with who's the dominant in the house, who's running shit, who's bossy, who's the organizer, all these things you figuring out, right? Yeah. That's gonna come with a bunch of bull versus bull. Yeah. And like, man, I guarantee you, like, if you can get to that first year, you a solid one. Yeah. Cause like for me, even for me to even entertain that type of idea, like me and the 2 women, cause I ain't going past 2. So. No. Sorry, if I was ever being, I wouldn't go past 2. Yeah. Me and the 2 women gotta be in sync like I've never felt before.
Any nigga, every nigga I seen that had like 2 wives, them hoes been ugly as hell. Like I never seen no nigga with 2 bad bitches.
Oh, so you think they be trash?
Yeah, like I think didn't DeMar DeRozan have? It wasn't wives. It was 2 girlfriends.
Girlfriends. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he bad?
Yeah,
DeMar DeRozan, you talking about the one that hoop?
Yeah, the one that hoop. So his gonna be bad shit.
Yeah, but I don't know nothing. I didn't know nothing about DeMar DeRozan lifestyle.
It was DeMar DeRozan out. One of them niggas for the Raptors. They used to play for the Raptors.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, I don't think it was Kyle Lowry, so it probably was DeMar DeRozan. But yeah, but like I really think, just to get back, I think you got to be in a position to like, man, really handle. Man, a one woman, bro. Yeah. Be clear, one woman is a lot to fucking handle. Like it's just a lot when you dealing with a woman and you talking about doing it right, like catering to her needs, supporting the shit that she want to do in life. Making sure that you show up as a father to support her as a mother, right? Like all of that stuff that you got to do as a man, it only multiplies. Because if you get 2 wives, that one woman, her attention ain't finna just go away, and she ain't gonna dim her light just because. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got another woman in the picture. Yeah. She gonna be like, all right, nigga, I expect you to be the man of this house. I expect you to have enough of that light to share where both of us feel like, you giving us the attention, the love, and all that. And that ain't for no weak ass nigga, dog.
Hell no. Do you think a nigga could love 2 women equally? Like 2 wives?
Yeah, I would say it like that. I don't even know if I would take wives off the table. I think niggas can love 2 women.
Have you ever loved 2 women at the same time?
Yeah, but we ain't gonna dive into that. Well, I mean, like,
I never had. I don't think.
I honestly, like, I've been in a situation, like, when I say like in love, like, cause for me, it's like when I'm in love, it's like I don't see nobody else. But like having strong.
Yeah, I'm talking about in love. Like I know, just you got strong feelings for.
No, I've never been in love with 2 women at the same time. Absolutely not. Yeah. But that's fucking scary. Yeah. Like, how do you play that?
I don't know.
Like, if you was in a situation where you was in love with 2 women at the same time, right? Like, are you trying to see if you can make that situation work for both of them, or are you gonna force yourself to pick one?
I'd probably try to do both. Like I see if the one we're trying to both of them don't work, I'd pick the best. Like, all right, this one is a nurse, this one is a lawyer, this one is. I try to
so you gonna pros and cons it.
Yeah, that's what I try to do.
Let me ask you something, like, cause all right, and on our podcast we done a lot of, like, we talk about how, like, women, they look for what you got in terms of your bag and, potential and all that stuff, right? There's and you have to kind of weave through the what's real versus what's a money graph. We talk about that from a woman's perspective all the time. Like, we think that women be out there on some snake shit sometimes, right? And like you just listed, like I had 2 women, I'm gonna weigh pros and cons. One's a lawyer, one's a nurse, one got this, one got that, right? Yeah. Like, do you think by and large, like, men do that? Like, when it comes down to women?
Hell no. Unless you just a bum ass nigga.
Yeah.
Just need somewhere to stay or some shit like that. Like, you broke and shit.
Now, let me tell you why because the question just popped in my head when you just said it, but let me tell you why I went there. Because it's like, when you said that, and it's like, to be honest, like, right before I get into all of my relationships that I ever got into, like, before I decided on, all right, I'm gonna kick it with this one chick, I was dating multiple women, right? And I had, like, multiple women in communication with me, and like everybody knew what was up. Like I wasn't on no situation where I was hiding one from the other, or like I'm playing like I fuck with you in private, but in public, I wasn't doing none of that shit. It was like, yo, I'm dating, we doing our thing, whatever. But while I'm doing that, right, while I'm vetting all these women, bro, I do have them talks that you just had. It's like, okay, shorty over here, like she got her, it ain't about per se what exactly her profession is, but it's like along the lines of like, okay, all right, she checked this. Okay, she got her shit together box. She checked that, and she looked good. Yeah, she checked that. Oh damn, she can cook. Yeah, so I am running through. Yeah, I swear to God, I do. Because it was like, damn. But I'm also not the type of dude who's like, just like be tripping. I ain't one that just be tripping. You know how dudes just go on a rampage and they be like, man, women don't do nothing but want money from niggas, blah, blah, blah. Listen, my nigga, if you put yourself in a position to where she got you out of some bread and it was like, it wasn't forced, you owe some accountability there. So like, I'm also on that side. Like, I don't, like, you ain't finna game me. Yeah. Like, I know it, but.
To rebuttal that, so that when you dating multiple women, like, you could have the same vibe with those same multiple women. Cause see, me, when I'm dating multiple women, it's always gonna be maybe one that I'm vibing with better than the rest. So I don't do like the check list that like you do.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So like for me, so we ain't getting to, a lot of times I ain't getting to the dating status unless I done check that we vibe in a certain way. And when I'm talking about vibes, the vibes with these women can absolutely be different. You see what I mean? Meaning like we can absolutely, like I could have a fun vibe over here, right? Like shorty just like when I'm around her, I could let my hair down. I ain't really got to worry about like being a certain persona. I could just be loose. Like she accepted me for who I am, my corniness, my goofiness sometimes, my seriousness. When I get emotional, she accept all that. I can have that vibe, right? And then boom, I can have shorty over here was like the sexual tension is crazy. Like, I mean, because we talk about how important that is in a relationship, right? Yeah. You can be like, damn, the sexual tension over here strong than a motherfucker, right? Like we own some shit with each other. And it was like, but sometimes we be on some, like we be at each other next because like she expect me to move this way or I'm expecting certain things. So like to me, both of them vibes are great, right? But then it's like, now it's like, let me see how I really feel when I strip all that apart. Okay, shorty, who are you as a person? Like, are you loving yourself and all that shit? Like, I'm gonna go real deep into my head, and that's why I'm able to do that check, because it's really not about what you have and what I could take from you. It's about what you have that can support what the fuck I'm already established. Yeah. Because for me, you got to fit in this engine, and that's what I mean. That's why I feel like when it comes to relationships, you absolutely like I'm gonna be a leader in my relationship. Like, I'm driving this motherfucking car. Yeah. Like, so it's gonna be certain times where I need to get on the passenger seat and get a little rest, and you got to do your thing, right? I need you to get behind that wheel and take off, and I'm gonna have your support 100%. There's gonna be times where you probably gonna drive some shit because I need a companion. But 90% of the time, 85% of the time, I'm driving this motherfucking car. I'm leading this motherfucking relationship. So yeah, I need to make sure that since I'm leading this motherfucker, that what you coming with is fitting in this engine. Man, you ain't finna go to the motherfucking car to the gas station with your car and put some diesel, right?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. So
since we talking about polygamy and you having multiple women and having sex with multiple women.
Sex with multiple women. Look at his man did me.
A while ago, I got a text message. You know me, I'm a nasty nigga. Scorpios.
You got a text message?
Yeah, and I said a while ago.
Okay.
And I like to ask women, what's the freakiest thing you ever done?
Okay.
So I got the let me see if I can find it, motherfucker. That shit popped up.
So you texted shorty and was like, hey, like straight out, what's the nastiest shit you ever did?
Yeah.
I bet she surprised you.
I'm expecting, I've been with a girl before. I've been, I had a threesome.
I bet y'all about to catch your education.
Man, what that shit is? I know I sent it to you and Lavar. Let me try to find that bitch.
I about to say go into the
Oh, there you go. She put probably the couple swap or the orgy I participated in, but I'm into bondage, voyeurism, exhibitionism, asphyxiation.
Wait. Huh? Exhibitionism?
I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Asphyxiation, sadism, masochism. I have a good girl kink, bad girl kink, etc.
Hold on. Okay, my first question on that is how the fuck did you respond?
I'm scared of you. I said, I'm scared of you, shorty. God damn.
Do you know? So I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't. Outside of what I'm saying. Since she said she like a little kinky shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what none of that means.
Well, the asphyxiation, that's the choking shit.
So she like asphyxiation, like to be choked.
Yeah.
Asphyxiation.
I can't pronounce that if you can't pronounce it.
Asphyxiation. We're gonna call it that. Hey, listen, y'all correct us in the comments if we fuck it up.
I know bondage is probably what when they
when you said bondage, I was okay. Bondage, yeah. You getting all the fucking
voyeurism. I don't know what the fuck that. I know one of them was you like to watch people fuck.
Oh, that's part of the expedition
I googled the shit. I googled each one. One of them was
so choking. Like to be chained up. You like to
watch
be
people
choked,
have sex,
and you like to watch people have sex. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the other
son,
shit was.
I would have after I'd have googled it. But you couldn't just say it.
Don't give me the fucking big ass words.
You got me feeling like I'm 16 again. Like I don't know nothing about fucking. Hey, but that's the truth. Like, listen, last episode, Kev was giving me a story about. He's giving me a story about, nympho that he ran into. And he was like, I made a statement. I'm like, bro, you like fucking on a chick that like to fuck until you meet a chick that really like to fuck. And same thing, like shit, you think you a freak until you meet somebody that be in sex shops and at these little orgy events. You realize, like, have you, like when she sent that, is there anything in that text message that you could be like, all right, I probably won't fuck. I want to fuck with that. Like, you want to see what's up?
I want to try that.
Which
I
one?
Seen all that shit? Oh no, I don't know. I just want to try her.
Okay. Oh, you just want to see what's up with her?
Yeah. I just want to see.
And you want to try all that? You want? All right.
Nah, I don't know about trying all that.
So, what's your limits? Would you go in handcuffs?
Oh yeah, I do that shit.
Would you play a role reverse and let the chick choke you?
Fuck no.
Okay, you're not getting choked. Smooth ain't getting choked. Are you watching some other people do it?
Hell no.
Switch it on the other foot. Would you let somebody watch y'all two fuck?
If it's a woman.
Because bitch, I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, buddy. And what was the other thing? You said you cool about it, but like honestly, like for me, I think like so. Well, before I say what I want to ask you a question. Like, do you think sex is like a pre-established thing already? Like for you, like do you already have certain shit in your head? Do you have certain shit? You like, listen, I'm down to do this shit. In the sex realm, I'm down to do this shit. And this is my box. I ain't fucking with nothing outside of this box. Are you that nigga? Or you going into the situation like with a woman, of course. We just talking about women. With a woman, are you going into the situations with an open mind for the most part? I mean, I know there's certain men, for us, we got certain shit that's completely off limits. I ain't talking about none of that shit. But I'm talking about outside of that. Are you going into like your sexual encounters with like an open mind? Like, listen, we go like this is what we doing.
I go with open mind.
Yeah.
Except I ain't eating no ass, man.
You wouldn't?
Hell no, I let you do that.
You
that's why you got your own cup at my house, man. That's why you got your own cup at my house.
So I'm assuming you've never
ate ass? Fuck no.
You'll laugh, but I don't even know if I've ever told you this story, but you know how I got introduced to like my first time ever doing that shit? Like I was young, I was on some new shit, just trying all the kinky shit. Like I was down there doing my ditty I was eating. I was doing my thing. Got that little gooch area right between the the ass and the the clit and all that. The pussy, where's that? The vagina. Let me say that. So I'm playing with that area, son. I'm clowning down there. I'm giving long licks on the little streak and everything, right? Boom. Long story. I do my thing down there, come up, we have our sex or whatever, and we cool. And now we just laying down after sex, after we done hot towel with each other. You got to clean each other up afterwards. This was my girlfriend at the time, so let me just paint the picture. First of all,
that was a one night stand.
No.
Yeah. You ate a chick ass on a one night stand.
No, I swear to God, it wasn't. So I wasn't on no random shit with it. So this was my old lady, right? Mm-hmm. And like while we doing our pillow talk and we cuddled, she was like, babe. I was like, what's up? She's like, you was wild tonight. I'm like, what you talking about? That's some normal shit.
You like, you Kevin Gates.
No, this is before that nigga was popping with the song.
For real?
This is college.
You started eating ass. I thought Kevin Gates started this shit.
She was like, you know you was licking my asshole, right? I said, oh, stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me.
No, for real, she told me, like, I found out in that, like, you know, she was like, cause I was like, I was like, you know, I was basically, I think I was saying like I don't do no shit like that. I don't remember how the pillow talk was going, but I just remember she told me, she like, yo, that's some bullshit, cause you just did it, and like she didn't know that was on accident from my end. She dead ass thought, she was like, oh, this nigga fuck with me. Yeah. He back there licking booty hole.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Kind of happened to be the same way. I was drunk to the motherfucker, and me and this chick was 69 or something, and I must have stuck my tongue in her ass. And I don't remember. And like every time after that, she be like, ass eater. She come out like, what? I'm like, yeah. I was like, man, I was fucked up. I don't remember that.
See, bro, so you be sitting here lying to me, I ain't never did it.
That
but you
shit
guys
like 15 years ago.
The crazy thing, bro, with you is like you got stories from an era where I expect you to be like, I ain't never done this shit. I'm like, Jeremy might ain't did it. But that nigga smooth. He done it.
But I just know, bro, the shit is not sanitary, bro. So many things could go wrong with eating ass.
I mean, but that's not the only kinky thing. Like that's where when you think kinky, that's where you going. Like that's one of it. Like you could be on some kinky shit. Like y'all could be on some. Like she could have it's different fetishes. Like let's say her fetishes, you know, having different sex toys involved when y'all doing shit. Yeah. Like, you know, that might be something you could be open-minded. Well, I mean, people could be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? You gonna handle your business how you handle it. But like people could be open-minded to it, some shit like that. Like the ass eating and all that shit, one thing. Like, cool. Yeah, if I fuck with you, I said this on a prior episode, if I fuck with you, like I'm cool with tasting every inch of your body. Like I'm even
if that's not your girl.
No. I just said if I'm fucking, this is my old lady. Like okay. So you know me. If I say I fuck with you, I'm talking about fuck with you meaning like, oh, we together. Okay. I'm not finna, we ain't finna be on no, we kicking the shit and I'm eating your ass. Smooth. I thought you had better respect for me, boy. You even know better than that. Sit here and ask me that question.
You a big nasty nigga, bro. I don't know.
But it's always an interesting conversation because I know people like I said, like I had these conversations. Like I'd be with a group of women and be some dudes around. I pop out a question. But hey, what's y'all limit? How far y'all taking it with sex? And like shit you not, every dude, first thing they say, oh, you ain't playing with my ass. So I be like, bro, I get it. Like we niggas, like we ain't like I feel you. I'm on that too. Yeah. I thought that was understood. So, you know, that's the number one thing dudes gonna run to, right? And then like from there, but from there they'll be like, oh, I eat the booty or whatever. But that's about as far as they go. And I really be thinking on some deeper shit. Like I be trying to go into, like I didn't know that all this shit had names, but I do be on like I'm cool. I had a chick on top of me shit riding me. Like, and she got into a zone and just was squeezing the hell out of my neck, son. And but like it was all in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And
what if you'd have just passed out?
No, it wasn't. So let me tell you, first of all, you ain't choking nobody like you trying to kill them. Fellas, please let me
choke you by mistake.
I feel you, but let me just get this misconception out there because I think I've also had some women be like, yo, some of you niggas don't know how to choke right. It got niggas out there who be choking like on some murder shit. So listen, fellas, if you choking a woman sexually, you ain't finna choke down and squeeze and fucking cut off her windpipe, my nigga. You got pressure points in these hands and this thumb. You squeezing on the side. Like they want to be choked from like here, you know, where they still could breathe, but they could feel the pressure. So that's exactly how she delivered the choke back to me. And that was the first time that's the first and only time I've ever been choked. I'm fucking with that. So I'm like, no bullshit. I was like, yo, this is okay. But I think like she knew how to fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? So she was choking me, but she was also doing her ditty. So I was like, okay, shorty nice with it. And so like I'm open, but for me, so to answer the question, like I'm open to all of that shit. Like I'm like you gonna know with me. Like I don't even like my ass cheeks being like slapped or nothing like that. So you know certain shit not to play with me. But like as far as having a sex conversation, going into the room, talking about like going there with you and talking about what you like and what you dislike and the shit you into and the shit, because I know how important sex is into a relationship. Why the fuck not is that not a conversation?
Would you go into a relationship with a chick that like don't have a lot of sexual experience?
Would I get into a relationship with her?
Would you would you be fine with teaching her along the way if she don't have a lot of sexual experience?
Absolutely. Let me tell you why. And I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you in this scenario. Like you wouldn't, from a business perspective, you wouldn't sit there and solely not hire a person because they don't have like this crazy experience in what you need to get done. However, they meet the qualifications, right? You know, you okay, shit, I'm only expecting 2 years of experience out you. And you know, so and with 2 years of experience, you only gonna be able to come with this. Like I'm expecting you to be in this box, right? However, I could, you know, we can kind of get you there to, you know, to get to a point where you could be great at this function, right? Like we do that in business all the time. I would absolutely take that approach in like in my relationship. And the only reason why I would be patient like that is because that I'm on some, if I'm getting in a relationship with you, I potentially see some forever shit with you. I ain't dating and calling the chick my girlfriend that I can't potentially go there with. I've never have. Like, even when I was on some chill shit, like on some young nigga shit, like the chicks I call my old lady, I'd be like, yo, I could real life see myself kicking with her long term. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I'm cool if like we gotta talk that shit through. Cause know why? Cause when we get to that point where it's rocking, oh, that's my pussy.
But what if it don't get there?
That's the risk you gotta take, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I absolutely think that, much to your point, I think that you could realize you in a situation with shorty and realize that, you know, sex really ain't one of her favorite attributes about a relationship. It's some shit where she could be like, all right, look, I just want to make sure you straight, and if I get off with her, you know, some women out there who like the intimacy is great for them, the sex not so much, right? And like, if she never get there, that's gonna be absolutely tough for me. Like, I don't even know if like I would have to tell her like I don't know how to come back from that. However, I'm gonna give her ample opportunity to like get there, because there's a lot of things that you can introduce to a woman and be like, whoa. Yeah, nigga, I ain't doing that. Just like, cause we know I solely believe that women are nastier than dudes, freakier than dudes, all that. I mean, you just proved it in your text message, right? Yeah. I do. However, I also think that there's women out there who really don't be on that shit, like missionary and I'm done type of women. Like this is where we at with it. My legs is going up so far. I'll let you pound it for a little minute, get you, and then, you know, we can cuddle after that and talk about our day. And that's where the satisfaction comes for them. I don't know if that's gonna last for me if like that's all we doing.
Nah. I need some porno type stuff happening in my bedroom.
Do you think that's a myth? Like, do you think that's realistic? Like, can you be realistic with that expectation forever? Now, let's think about what I'm saying here, because like we talking about a chick you gonna be in a relationship with, and she could be great at it in the beginning. Like that could be the reason why you like, yeah, shorty, you the one. It could be the sex, right? But like, do you think that shit is sustainable? Do you think that's sustainable and you should expect that like throughout the entirety of that marriage? Or is it a myth to where like, shorty, I can't really expect you to be rocking like this? Like, what's your expectations?
I know eventually it'll calm down. I wouldn't be expecting that the whole relationship.
But you ain't cool with it if it's like, all right, damn, we only been married 2-3 years and now you lazy with it. Like, you ain't accepting that.
Oh no, this better be like 10 years down the
line. You used to that beat. Like, but I'm a soul believer that even then, so like, and it ain't got to be a situation where it's like, it ain't got to be a situation where it has to be the same routine over again. But I think if you 10, 15 years in, and I would love to sit down, like, you know, with some dudes who's married at that age and kind of pick their brain. But I think sustaining it at that level, because, you know, granted, I never got there. Like, I was in that situation, but I never got to the longevity part. I think a lot of that is about reinventing the wheel. And, you know, I mean, granted, like, even my father, like, I can't even, like, me and my father got the dopest relationship, but I can't talk to him and have a longevity conversation when it comes to marriage, because, you know, he 3 times over with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, even when that,
he was married 3 times?
Yeah, probably like my mama, and then had a chick in the middle, and then his wife that, you know, he stayed with until she passed. But even that ended after 5 years. So like, I would love to pick brains of like married men who's like been doing it 10 years, 15 years, because I believe it's about reinventing the wheel. However, they may present something else to be like, nah, homie. And when you get to about year 6, you're just gonna be saying yes way more than you want to. So I don't know, but I'm curious to know how that go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you something before we wrap up the episode, bro. Like, I was noticing something with my own self, and I'll tell you where I'm going with my question. So, like for me, like I'm in a situation now where, like, you know, like I have conversations with, you know, with multiple women, right? But it's like I'm in the dating stage, right? So like I'll deal with a lot of women, and you know, you do certain things, especially with the ones I'm dating them. We doing different activities, we going out and shit like that. And like now, you know, like I'm at a point. I'll be real with you. I'm at a point where I'm like kind of like, if you ain't really like, if the vibe just really low, everything, the energy just like, I ain't really forcing none of that shit. But the ones where the vibe is like cool, like I apply pressure. But now I'm getting to a point where it's like, and I'm getting to a point where it's like, yo, Kale, you like, nigga, you doing too much? You know what I'm saying? Like you applying too much pressure. Like, do you think like when you out pursuing women, like, are you ever in a situation where you catching yourself like, all right, nigga, you done enough. Now it's her turn, or is it like, are you like apply pressure until she see that I'm fucking with her, and she eventually give in, and like y'all become in this relationship? Like, at what level do you stop applying pressure?
Nah, that shit got to be equal to me.
Okay.
When I start starting a conversation too much or trying to see you too much more than you trying to see me, that's when I pull back.
Yeah.
Like I want that shit to be equal.
Yeah. And are you specifically, so like, man, I set up the last date. I set up the last 3 dates.
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell them that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in your head, you just paying attention to it. Yeah. You like, hey, I didn't set up these last 3 dates. All right, Jeremy, let me just chill now and see what she
I wouldn't even let it get to 3 days. I'd be like, if I set up a date for like one time, like you should be, the next time you should be trying
at least wanting to see me.
Yeah.
Man, and then like, cause a lot of, and you know, that's a good point, because a lot of women think that when we say like, yo, I want some initiation out of you, they think it would, like that comes with a pocketbook. And I don't think you sitting there saying, I need you to pay for it. No, I need you basically saying, I need you to show me that you won't be around me. You want my time, you want, and then I take it from there. And so, and so I agree with you. Because, and that's where I'm at. But you know why I brought it up? Because you know where I'm at with my head is like I could really want to fuck with a chick, like heavy, right? I won't fuck with her, like, and I done already known, I done a few things, right? And for the most in large part, the feeling's mutual in a bitch, right?
Yeah.
But then like there's always these caveats with shit going on. And I know in my heart of hearts, like at this very moment, I'm not gonna agree to no relationship. So I would, you know, once I done applied that pressure, I'm gonna take a few days off. Like when I say take it off, like it can go as severe as like not even hitting your phone on some check-in shit.
Yeah.
Boom, 2-3 days passed. We done went on our date, we done vibe, you know what's up, boom. I fall back in my corner.
Yeah.
And I sit back there in the cut. And like, I've had some specific women tell me like, yo, bro, you don't be applying the pressure enough. And like my rebuttal was what you just said. Like, what you mean? Like I didn't play, like, but I don't like running checklists to women because I'm never doing it to calculate. Like I ain't taking you on a date to be like, I did this shit, you know, I don't, so like, when you tell me I ain't applying pressure, that tells me you ain't been paying attention to how I'm moving or whatever, and that shit don't matter to you, and it's all selfish, and you looking internal. So I'm cool with falling off you, but I'm absolutely, I'm keeping that checklist in my head. So
let's say you go on a date with a chick. You're not hitting her up. You're not hitting her up after that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying like I communicate a little bit after that, but then I like, let's say I'll give you an example. Let's say like we do something on a Saturday, right? And, you know, we spend a whole Saturday together, right? Then Sunday could come, I could check in, whatever. Hey, what you got going today? Boom, you know, doing my podcast. You know, we talk through what we got our shit going. You know, we got this going on Sundays. Might be outside a little bit. I do my meditations. So I might be explaining that shit to her. Boom, we may not see each other for that day. You know, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the work day hit. Like I'm not gonna keep being every morning. I'm finna be like check in, hey, good morning. You know, that gets redundant. Like I like to hit you back up when I'm ready to see you and have plans in motion. Like, of course, I'm gonna check in a couple of days after, but after that, I'm gonna let you breathe. And in that moment is what I'm talking about. Like that 2 or 3 days can go in, because then I'm cool. Like we done went on a date. I done did the check-in. We communicated the whole next day after that. I saw what's up with you for a little bit. Now I got to start my work week. Now I got to, in my head, where I'm at with is like, okay, now my brain got to divide between thinking about you and focusing on corporate America with my job, focusing on these other ventures that I got going on. So it's not that I was like, fuck you, short. It's like, hey, I can giving you the time. Now I got other shit I got to get to. Yeah. In those moments, I can chill, but then it's like, that's when I get told, man, you ain't doing enough.
Yeah, see, I think, I think women, if you go on a date with them, and if you like them, they expect you to, like, the next 3 or 4 days, for y'all to be communicating like back and forth.
Yeah, and that's why I say that, like, the way dating is set up now, it's really not beneficial for the people who are playing the field. And I'm saying this as a dude playing the field, right? Yeah. Right, like, and what I mean by that, let me explain where I'm going with it. Like, is I really think that when you talk about being in relationships, it's really about the decision. You're making a sacrifice and you making a decision to give parts of your life to a person. When you play in the field and you dating, it's like, all right, let me see who I want to give this to. And 9 times out of 10, especially with me when I'm dating, I'm usually doing this with great women. Yeah. So like, it's like, yo, I don't want to just narrow this shit down to just one right now when I'm having fun with all of y'all. So and it's detrimental to what I want long term though, because it's like, damn, I really want to be on some shit where I could just rock with a chick and just really just take my life and start that family and take off, do that power couple shit. Yeah. I believe in all that. It's just like, nigga, internally in my head, I be fighting that. But damn, shorty over here, she gonna come through and do that little swirl thing with her mouth. That you start thinking about stupid ass shit. So, that's my thing. But nah, I just kind of wanted to come full circle, bro. Like, all of that shit we talking about how like Dr. Dre done put out got to spit out $300,000 a month. The consistency it takes for dudes to actually like be in the door with women and keep applying that pressure to where you can really lock a chick down to make her yours. The conversation around like dudes having to set the tone and all that stuff. Like, I sit back and think about all that shit and I just say, you know what, I'm on a marriage strike. Oh, fuck with that. Dr. Dre got divorced. The nigga got hit for $3.5 billion. I hear you, homie. That's a message direct to me. Say, Caleb, chill. So it's still rough out here, homie. We ain't doing none of that. Nah, bro, go ahead and sum it up, bro. What you got for your bro talk, man? You got anything for bro talk?
Fellas, drink Casamigos. Man, I got a hangover like a motherfucker. Drinking that goddamn 1800 vodka. I'm tired of the motherfucker right now.
You know what was so funny to me, bro? Cause like, I think like out of our clique, like I think I was like the first one on it, right? Cause I got it from my cousin, that Casamigo. And I remember telling y'all, boy, cause I remember, especially you couldn't, I ain't drinking no motherfucking tequila, right? And then like, whenever you started hitting me up the next day, like, hey, man, I don't be having no hangovers or nothing. I'm like, bro, I told you. And like this morning when I picked you up, you be like, God damn, I forgot I wasn't drinking no Casamigos last night. I feel like shit.
Yeah, damn, 1800, man.
But you bought a black, it was like a black label on it, right? It was a different type of 1800.
Yeah, but it wasn't them strong versions.
You do realize, though, that was like one of the trashiest tequilas right there.
1800?
Yeah, like that's some old shit. That's like 15 years ago when niggas was ragging about pouring shots in the cap.
That's how I used to buy that shit back in the day.
Exactly. Yeah. But now, like Casamigos, Don Julio, that Terra, I think it's called Terra.
You want the bill on it?
Terra Mana, yeah, it's some shit by The Rock actually. His shit good. So like that's some tequila that I would recommend, of course, that I stand by. So yeah, nigga, you gave yourself that own headache, man. Man, but listen, my bro talk is man, we talked a lot about some relationships today, bro. And for me, I'm just gonna encourage fellas. Like, I know that we sit here, fellas, and we preach to y'all about, standing on y'all 10 and making sure that like when y'all settle down with women, that y'all find one that's gonna value y'all, and and being kings. Basically, we talk that king shit. But I also want to make a point to tell y'all that like as men, we also have to accept accountability. I had some real shit was told to me, and this wasn't recent. This was, and it always stick with me though. And it fits my bro talk. I had a chick I was fucking with, and she like she wasn't rocking with how the relationship was going, so it's per se. Yeah. And she straight up looked me in my eyes and was like, bro, like, you do realize there's good dick everywhere, right? And she was like, okay, then nigga, get it together. And she wasn't on no finesse shit when she said that. Like, meaning I can go get this pussy to ever. What she was saying was like, my nigga, like, that's just one part of it, homie. Yeah. Like, so like, and I want to encourage niggas like, yo, listen, while you are like I said, a lot of us, I know, listen, like, niggas do their thing. You know what I'm saying? I know you got our head gone sometimes in the bedroom. Y'all be performing, but shit, that's one aspect of the relationship, bro. It's totally cool when you with your woman to just be on some low key simp shit. When I say that, cater to her. Make her breakfast in bed sometimes. You know, pick out some nice ass flowers. Do some different shit to keep her locked, my nigga. Because if you don't,
I'm gonna get her.
Smooth gonna fucking get her. Dog.
He gonna get her.
Hey, but listen, man, this is episode 32, bro. I had an opportunity to kick it with my dog. Welcome back. Sure, you know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of new guests that we getting lined up. We got some new ideas that we doing. As you can see, we playing around with our set. We trying to figure this thing out for y'all. Y'all just keep walking this journey with us, man, and we gonna get there. But this is episode 32. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all tell y'all mama and them about us. Tell y'all little angry ass grandmas and aunties, all them little ghetto women who be in the streets fighting. Tell them come learn something over here for some real men, man, and we gonna see y'all on the other side.